Good morning, students. So let's do start with our new chapter of mathematics part 2, second chapter, Pythagoras theorem. Actually, this Pythagoras theorem or that property is not new for us. We already studied this property of Pythagoras theorem in our previous standard also. Okay. So in right angle triangle, as we very well know that the property is that the square of hypotenuse is equal to what? The square sum of square of that remaining two sides. And actually in 10th standard we have theorem, or we have to write down that the proof of this property. Okay, so before that we have some concepts that we already studied in our 9th standard also. Means that the property of 30 60 90 degree triangle, and that the property of 45 45 90 degree triangle. Okay, and there is one more concept as Pythagoras triplet. What the triplet says, if a and b are two natural numbers and a is greater than b, then using this formula we can find that Pythagorean triplet. The triplet means that three values which forms right angle triangle. Okay, so a square plus b square, a square minus b square, and 2ab are the three values where we take that a and b are what? Two natural numbers, and that condition is a is always greater than b. So as we put or substitute those values in these three values, three according to these three formulas, then we get what? Pythagorean triplet. Means as you taking that three values, right angle triangle is formed, and always this a square plus b square is the length of that hypotenuse. Okay, and that two values are that remaining two sides of that right angle triangle. And this part also we already discussed in our yesterday's Google Meet lecture. Okay, so next is what? 30 degree 60 degree 90 degree triangle. In our Google Meet lecture we already discussed about this, that the, and already we have this theorem in our 9th standard also, that the side opposite to 30 degree angle is always what? Half of the hypotenuse. And according to this right angle triangle ABC, where B is a right angle, angle A is 30 degree, angle C is 60 degree. So that opposite of that 30 degree angle is what? That the side BC, and hence that BC is always half of the hypotenuse, and that AC is hypotenuse here. Okay, and side opposite to 60 degree angle means side BC, that the length of side AB is equal to what? Root 3 upon 2 times that of AC. So according to this triangle, that the side AB is opposite to 60 degree angle. Okay, there is one more that property that we already studied in our 9th standard, 45 45 90 degree triangle. Means in right angle triangle that one angle is 90 degree, as suppose here angle Q is 90 degree, angle P and angle R measure of 45 degree. So that property is that the side opposite to that 45 degree, means here we have two sides at the opposite of 45 degree, PQ, which is opposite to this angle R, which is 45 degree, and QR is also opposite to that 45 degree. Okay, so PQ is equal to QR, and that opposite to 45 degree side is always 1 upon root 2 times that the hypotenuse, and hence we can write that the PQ equal to QR equal to 1 upon root 2 times PR. Okay, so these are the concepts, and using this we have to solve that the examples in practice set 2.1. Okay, now next we have to studying about that Pythagoras theorem. But before that, that the theorem is depend on that one property, that the property names that the similarity of right angle triangles, and using that property we see the proof of this Pythagoras theorem. So first we study about that property. Okay, so pay attention over here. So here we have that property, that the similarity and right angle triangle, on which that Pythagoras theorem depends. Okay, so that statement is, in a right angle triangle, if the altitude is drawn to the hypotenuse, then the two triangles are similar to the original triangle and to each other. What you have to do, you have to draw one right angle triangle and draw one altitude on the hypotenuse of that right angle triangle. Then that altitude divides that right angle triangle in two triangles, and you have to prove that two triangles are similar to what original triangle and to each other. Okay, so first here we do draw that figure. So here we first draw this right angle triangle ABC, as we're taking that angle B as 90 degree. So segment AC is what hypotenuse, and we draw that altitude on hypotenuse, that the segment BD perpendicular to that hypotenuse AC, and that given part we write down. So here in triangle ABC, angle ABC is 90 degree, and that segment BD, which is altitude, means that perpendicular to hypotenuse AC. Okay, and then we have to prove that the triangles form here, as we notice students, triangle ADB and triangle BDC is formed, and we have to prove these two triangles are similar to what original triangle, means similar to that triangle ABC, and also that two triangles similar to each other, that we have to write down in two proof part. Triangle ADB similar with triangle ABC, triangle BDC, that the second part of that original triangle, triangle BDC similar with triangle ABC, and these two triangles are similar to each other, means triangle ADB similar triangle BDC. So as you have to write down this similarity, that one-to-one correspondence is also very important. Okay, so now here we first do try to prove this first part, that triangle ADB similar with triangle ABC. Okay, so usually to show that two triangles are similar, that one of the most useful test is what? Yes, of course, AA test. Means what we do here, to prove these two triangles are similar, we must show that the two pairs of that corresponding angles of these triangles are congruent. Then we can say by AA test that two triangles are similar triangle. So here also we do the same. In triangle ADB and in triangle ABC, we show that the pair of two corresponding angles are congruent. Okay, so pay attention over here. So here we do start that proof. In triangle ADB and in triangle ABC, means here we prove that first pair is of similar triangles. So that first pair is of what? Each of 90 degree angles, and as you observe here students, that the angle ADB is 90 degree and angle ABC of that original triangle is 90 degrees. So here we getting that first pair of 90 degree angles, and that second pair is of common angle, and as we notice here, angle A is same having in both triangles. In original one ABC also that A is there, and in ADB A is there, means common angle is congruent with itself. That's the property. Okay, so like this we prove these two triangles are similar to each other by AA test. Similarly for that second pair, that the triangle BDC and triangle ABC also we prove similar by AA test. Okay, so here as you notice students, that the angle BDC is of 90 degree, and that in original triangle angle ABC is of 90 degree. So that pair we write down here with reason each of 90 degree, and as here A is common, so in this triangle BDC and in triangle ABC. As you notice here, angle C is common to both triangles. Okay, C is the angle which having in triangle ABC, that the original one, and that same C is having in triangle BDC also. So here also we write down so that the common angle congruent with itself, and again we getting that two triangles are similar by AA test. Understood this? Okay, and now for third pair. So in first and second, what we getting here? Triangle ADB similar with triangle ABC, and that triangle ABC is similar with triangle BDC. Means here we have that transitivity property, that the first triangle similar with second one, second triangle is similar with third one, and hence we can say that third triangle is similar with first triangle, or that first triangle similar with third triangle. That's the transitivity property. So like this we prove this theorem, that the statement is, as we draw one altitude in right hand triangle on hypotenuse, that two triangles are formed, and that two triangles are similar with that original triangle and to each other also. Okay, and using this now we prove Pythagoras theorem. So pay attention over here, students. So before to do start that Pythagoras theorem, that the proof of Pythagoras theorem, here we have one more property, that the theorem of geometric mean, that we learn here first. So in right angle triangle ABC, as we taking that perpendicular altitude BD on what hypotenuse AC, means that segment BD is perpendicular to segment AC, then we getting this property, that the BD square equal to AD into what DC, means square of that altitude is equal to that BD divides that hypotenuse AC in two parts, AD and DC, and that square of altitude is equal to that product of that two parts. Okay, and in this case that segment BD is known as geometric mean of segment AD and segment DC. Okay, so as you are given in right angle triangle, that the perpendicular drawn on that hypotenuse, then we use this geometric mean property to find out that the length of that side which we have to find. Okay, and we prove this using that similarity of right angle triangle property that we previously studied. Okay, so now here we see that how this property comes, that the BD square equal to AD into DC. Okay, and to prove this, what we do here, students, we form two triangles which having that sides segment BD, segment AD and segment DC. So according to that the AD as a side, means we getting this triangle ADB. Okay, where we have that BD is a side of the triangle also. Okay, and to getting that triangle having that side as DC, means in triangle BDC, here we have that side DC, and that BD is also there. Means these two triangles, triangle ADB and triangle BDC. And what we know about that property, if there is a altitude or that perpendicular on the hypotenuse of right angle triangle, then two triangles are formed are similar with original triangle, and also that two triangles similar with each other, and that two similar with each other, that we that property we taking here. Okay, to prove this, so pay attention. So here in right angle triangle, BD is given perpendicular to AC. Here we mention that the name of that triangle, like this. Okay, so we can directly says that the triangle ADB similar with triangle BDC, that two triangles form are similar to each other by similarity of that right angle triangles, and therefore if two triangles are similar, corresponding sides are in proportion. So here we write down so that the AD corresponding side is BD, so AD upon BD is equal to DB upon DC. That DB we can write down as BD upon DC, and that remaining one AB corresponding is BC, AB upon BC. Okay, and what we do here, students, we take those ratios only which having BD square. Okay, and as you observe here we have BD means first and second ratio we taking downside, and as we do cross multiplication we getting this. Okay, understood this? So this is the formula. You say BD square equal to AD into DC. That property is known as geometric mean property, or that theorem of geometric mean. Okay, so in practice set we have that examples depending on this property also. Okay, now here we have to prove this property of that Pythagoras theorem. As we very well know that this property, that in the right angle triangle the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of squares of that remaining two sides. That we have to prove. Means first you have to draw this right angle triangle, and therefore here I draw that one right angle triangle, name it as triangle ABC, where angle B is right angle. So that given part I write down here, and to prove, what we have to prove, that the square of hypotenuse means square of that side AC, because AC is hypotenuse here, is equal to what? Sum of squares of that remaining two sides, means that square of that AB and square of that BC, and taking this addition. Okay, so like this we write down that given and to prove part. Okay, and now to prove this, what we do here, students, we use that the similarity of right angle triangles. Means here we do one construction, that we draw one altitude on that hypotenuse AC. Okay, one perpendicular we draw through that B on hypotenuse AC, that we do as a construction. Why we do this construction? Because we have to form two triangles here, the triangle ADB and triangle what? BDC. So using that similarity of right angle triangles, we can form this AB square separately and BC square also separately. Okay, so AB square means what? 2 times AB, and we form two triangles which having that AB as a segment or that side of that triangle. And we observe here, students, as we draw this altitude, here we have that triangle ADB, where we have that AB is here, and in original one ABC also we have that AB. Similarly for BC square we have triangle BDC, as BC is there, and in original triangle ABC also that BC is there. So means using that similarity of right angle triangles, we form AB square and BC square separately, and then we do add these two. Okay, so pay attention over here. So what do we do here, students? In right angle triangle ABC, that the segment BD is perpendicular on hypotenuse AC, means here we use that the property of similarity of right angle triangles, and that one pair we taking as similar, triangle ADB similar with triangle that original one ABC. And if two triangles are similar, then corresponding sides are in proportion. So here we write down that the pair of that corresponding sides, and we taking only those pairs or that ratios where we getting that the AB square. Okay, understood this, that the AD corresponding is AB, so AD upon AB equal to DB, means BD upon that corresponding BC is equal to AB upon that corresponding AC. And now what we observe here, students, here that first and in third ratio we getting that AB both in both ratios. So we taking that first one and third one ratio downside, and as we do this cross multiplication, we getting that AB square is equal to what? AD into AC. Okay, so AB square we getting here. Similarly, to getting that BC square, what we do here, students? Yes, we taking this another pair as triangle BDC, similar with again with that original triangle ABC, and then as like this we taking that corresponding sides in proportion, and we do this cross multiplication, so we getting that BC square over here. Okay, so here similarly we taking that the second pair as triangle BDC, similar with triangle what? ABC, again with that same reason, similarity of right angle triangles that you have to mention here, so that corresponding sides are in proportion. BD corresponding side is AB, so BD upon AB is equal to DC, corresponding is BC, and that third one BC here in triangle BDC, corresponding side is AC, so BC upon AC. And now what we notice here, students, that the second and third ratio as we taking downside, so by cross multiplication here we getting that BC into BC square equal to what? DC into AC. Okay, we number it as 2, so we getting this AB square from that 1 and BC square in second, and as we have to prove that the AC square equal to AB square plus BC square, means we have to add these two, as you say, equations. Okay, so adding 1 and 2, again we simplify this, then pay attention over here. So as you add these two equations, what we getting here, students? So AB square plus BC square equal to, here we have that AD into AC, AD into is AC plus DC into what? AC, DC into AC. And now further as we simplify it, AB square plus BC square as it is equal to, from right hand side here as you observe that AC term is common, so that remaining part we write down. So here, so what is remaining from that first AD plus here DC. Okay, and according to figure that the A dash D dash C means AD plus DC, we getting that becomes AC. Okay, so AD plus DC is nothing but AC, and AC into AC, AC square is equal to what? AB square plus BC square, means in right angle triangle that the square of hypotenuse is equal to what? Sum of that square of that remaining two sides. So here we prove this Pythagoras theorem, that the theorem is asked for 3 marks in exam, or we have that examples depend on this Pythagoras theorem. Okay, and also there is Pythagoras theorem's converse. Okay, converse means what? You have to verify this, that the longest or that largest side as a hypotenuse and that largest values square is equal to that the sum of square of remaining two values, then we can say by converse of Pythagoras theorem that 3 values form right angle triangle, or that 3 values are the Pythagorean triplet. Okay, Pythagoras theorem means right angle triangle is given, then AC square equal to AB square plus BC square means hypotenuse square equal to that the sum of square of two remaining sides. And converse means what? We verify first this, and as we verify this, then we can say that given triangle is right angle triangle, or that given values are Pythagorean triplet. Okay, so usually that converse is not asked as theorem part or to prove in exam, but that example depend on that converse also asked in exam. Okay, so using this, now here we do start our first practice set 2.1. Okay, first question is identify with reason which of the following are Pythagorean triplets. Okay, 6 examples over there, so here we do try to solve that some examples, and that remaining examples, do as your homework. Okay, so here we taking that third one. We have given values as 5, 12 and 13, and we have to identify whether these are Pythagorean triplet or not. Means as we are taking these three values, then right angle triangle is formed or not. Okay, means what we have to do here, students, we have to verify that the hypotenuse square equal to that the sum of square of remaining two sides. But how we identify or how we decide that which side is hypotenuse? So in right angle triangle, as we very well know, that property is hypotenuse the largest side or that longest side, and here 13 is the largest one. Okay, then other two. So what we do here, students, so pay attention over here. So here we consider those values as A, B and C. That the first value as A, which is 5, second value as B, which is equal to 12, and third one as C as 13. And now as we here getting that 13 is what, the greater value than other two, means we assume that value of C is what, hypotenuse, and hence we can say we verify that the hypotenuse square is equal to that the sum of that square of other two sides. Means we verify C square equal to A square plus B square. Okay, and now first we are taking this LHS, left hand side part. C square equal to value of C is 13, square of 13 is 169, number it as 1. And then right hand side part, A square plus B square, as we substitute those values over here, that the square of 5 is 25 plus square of 12 is 144, that addition we getting as again 169, number it as 2. And as we comparing that 1 and 2, what we observe here, students, yes, that the C square equal to A square plus B square is verified, and therefore we can say by converse of that Pythagoras theorem that given values 5, 12 and 13 is a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, so for 1 or 2 mark question that the example asking exam. Okay, similarly we do try to solve that fifth one. The values are 10, 24, 27. Okay, so here again we consider those values as A, B, C, and then we, as we observing that 27 means that value of C is again greater over here, so we can verify this property as C square equal to A square plus B square or not. Okay, and if so, then again we can say that given triplet is Pythagorean triplet. And if we getting that C square is not equal to that A square plus B square, then we can say that given triplet is not Pythagorean triplet. Okay, so put that values over here and verify this property. So like this we simplify it. Again here we verify whether that C square equal to A square plus B square or not. So C square means that square of 27 is what, 729, and that the A square plus B square means value of A is 10, square of 10 plus square of 24 as 100 plus 576, that addition is 676. And what we notice here, students, that from 1 and 2 that the C square is not equal to A square plus B square, and hence we can say that given triplet is not a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, so like this you have to solve that remaining examples, that identify with reason which of the given triplets are Pythagorean triplets. Oh, okay. In second example, in a figure it is given that angle MNP is equal to what, 90 degree. Segment NQ given as perpendicular to segment MP. If MQ is 9, QP is 4, find NQ. Okay, so what you observe here, students, that we have to find that segment NQ means that altitude, and according to that property of geometry mean, NQ is geometry mean of MQ and QP, and where we have that one formula about that NQ square is equal to what, MQ into QP. So using that we find NQ. Okay, so pay attention. So as like this, we solve this example in right angle triangle MNP, that the segment NQ is perpendicular on hypotenuse MP. Therefore, by theorem of geometric mean, that property is NQ square equal to what? MQ into QP, and MQ and QP are given as 9 and 4. So 9 into 4 as 36. So to find that NQ, we taking square roots on both sides, and hence that NQ is 6 units. Okay. So like this, that the 2 mark example is asked in exam. Okay students, and similarly we have that third one, as we have to use that same theorem of geometric mean. So that third one I will keep as your homework, students. Okay, and that next from 4th to 10th example we will discuss, or we solving it in our next lecture. Okay, so if you have any difficulty regarding to these theorems or these examples, then please WhatsApp me on my personal number. Otherwise give me comments as okay sir, like this. Okay, thank you, bye bye.